one of these great realizations as a Christian is when you read the Bible, you kind of understand that forgiveness is one of the great causes for joy in our lives, and that's a great thought for a morning, isn't it? So 1 John 2:12, the Apostle John writes to those kind of new in the faith. He says, I write to you, little children, because your sins are forgiven for his name's sake. And the Apostle John writes to all of us Christians and says this all important thing. I write to you, my little children, because I want you to know this, that your sins are forgiven for his name's sake. And that is an amazingly simple and powerful statement. And as believers, when we take hold of that, the reality of that, it yields an amazing amount of health, healing, and joy. Because a house filled with forgiveness, if we want to say generally, a house filled with forgiveness is a house filled with joy. And there is nothing to ruin the joy, because our lives are ruined, our relationships are ruined. Okay, that house could be anything. It could be your home, in your marriage, in your home with your children. It could be, the house could be your church, or it could be just really any human relationship. That house, if it's filled with joy, that's probably because there is forgiveness. Because what ruins our joy? What ruins our fellowship? And the answer is, well, it's sin, of course. Our failures, our mess ups. That's what ruins it. And just denying sin doesn't solve the problem. If I deny my sin, if I deny the presence of sin, I am actually dabbling in lies. I'm not dealing in reality. If 1 John 1:8 says, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. So that means I am then functioning in an imagined reality, one that's not really there. And God tells us, that believers, that look, like the one thing that will maintain that joyful reality in your house, in your friendship, in your marriage, if you're courting a woman, in your bride relationship, the joy will be kept only by forgiveness. And that's like a very powerful thing, because we will all mess up. Every church, we will mess up. Every pastor, I will mess up, no question, again and again, because I'm human, like we all are. And to lie that I have no sin, I'm perfect, that would be so ridiculous. I mean, that's not dealing in reality. The whole idea of Christianity is that let's deal in the reality that is, and not in one that's imagined and desired. But let's deal in the reality that is. And that's what God came to do for us. So just that thought, forgiveness and the acknowledgement of sin, it's so important, because that will maintain the joy, that will retain the joy that we have need of in every relationship. So God bless you with that thought today.